Have you heard of the phrase, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade? And some of my friends would even say, we can add some tequila and have a margarita. But we Indians do neither. We make lemon rice. Lemon rice with a side of potato and some scrambled eggs. Let's get making some lemon rice. Hello everyone. One of my friend at church gave us a whole bunch of lemons from her backyard, and today I decided to make lemon rice for all of you and posting it. And lemon rice is very versatile. It is a tangy and yummy concoction that is made with fresh lemon juice, and the seasonings are very simple, and it is always a fun recipe to carry along with your picnics or travel, or even for lunch boxes for kids and grown-ups. And I love this recipe, and I've grown up with it, and anytime I find lemons, I go ahead and do a batch. And today I'm making it for 2 or 3 people with 1 cup of basmati rice. And the best accompaniment that goes well with lemon rice is potato fry or potato chips with a nice egg omelet. And you can use chicken fry as well. But today I'm going to show you how to make all the 3 recipes. The lemon rice with all its ingredients. I have lemons. I need about 5 to 6 tablespoons or teaspoons of lemons. And I'm going to add it with some salt. I have about 5 to 6 tablespoons of lemon juice here. I'm going to add salt and keep it. And then we have turmeric powder. And to season, we have black mustard seeds and urad dal, asofoetida, and then we have some cashews. You can eliminate cashews, but I love cashews. Some people prefer to add peanuts as well, but I prefer cashews. So I just split up each cashew into 4, and I'm going to saute it all. And then we have some curry leaves and red chilies. Okay, and for our egg omelette, I'm going to make a nice fancy one with some bell peppers. I have bell peppers, some ginger, some green chilies, and I'm going to add my breakfast egg masala. This is 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and 1 teaspoon of pepper powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. So this is what is there. I always keep a stash in a box, and I'm going to show you how to use this same masala for another breakfast item. Because eggs are out of shelves these days and very expensive. I have an egg substitute coming up in the next recipe. Keep an eye out for it, and I will be using the same masala for it. And then I have 1 huge baking potato. I actually put it in the microwave, zapped it in the baked potato heating setup, and it is all done. I peeled and I cubed, and I'm going to use I'm going to use an onion, saute it well, and then use other spices from my spice box. So let's go ahead and see how to make a lemon rice, a potato fry, and our egg omelette. I have about 1 cup of rice cooked. You can use any oil. I'm using sesame oil today. Let's go ahead and add our black mustard seeds. Let it splutter, and we will add our urad dal. Let's add our urad dal. Use the split urad dal. Some of them use chana dal also, but I don't. It is a little bit too hard on your teeth, so I skip that. And once this is half done, we'll add our cashew nuts. This is a very simple recipe, gets done in no time. We add our red chilies and curry leaves. I've broken my red chilies into pieces. You can add more than 4. I'm adding 4. You can add based on your spice. Once I add these, I'm going to turn off the stove and add our turmeric powder and asofoetida and the lemon juice with salt. Because this is lemon rice, we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder to make that color. But always turn off the stove and do this, otherwise it will burn up. Okay, and once that has come together, we go ahead and add our lemon juice, about 4 to 5 teaspoons. I've added about 3/4 teaspoon of salt in it, so it will kind of melt into the lemon. And then we're going to toss this into the oil. The stove is hot, but it's not on, okay? Make sure you do this once the stove is off, not before, otherwise your lime juice will turn bitter and your lemon rice will be wasted. So let's toss the whole thing into the rice mixture, and we're going to mix it all up. It already looks wonderful. Just mix it all together with a nice spoon till it all evenly spread out. Make sure the rice is nice and cool, otherwise it will break the grains. So I tossed it all together. So my lemon rice is all mixed up and ready to serve. Go ahead and check for salt and spice. If you need more lime and salt, you can mix some more and add. Let me just taste it. It's actually really good. So instead of making lemonade, when you get lemons, go ahead and make your lemon rice. Okay, Costco was actually serving up some. Recently I saw it all packaged, but this is so easy to make at home. And never waste your lemons. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But you can now have a second option of making lemon rice. So let's see how to make a potato fry. So let's go ahead and make a potato fry. I have half an onion chopped up, about 4 pods of garlic chopped fine, and some curry leaves, 1 sprig. We're going to heat up some oil and add our seasonings of mustard seeds and urad dal. This is so simple to make along with the lemon rice because it's pretty much the same seasonings. I'm making 1 large baked potato. So I have about 2 tablespoons of oil. You can add more. For the potato fry, you need little oil extra. So just add that, and we'll add our mustard seeds. Let it splutter. Let's go ahead and add our urad dal, 1 teaspoon, and our asofoetida, about 2 squirts. Once it catches color, we'll go ahead and add our onion, garlic, and curry leaves. Let it come to a nice golden brown. Then we'll add our powders from our powder box, our anjana petti, and then add the potatoes. So it's easy to stir and uniformly get the seasonings into the potatoes. Let's add about half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and a little 1/4 of fennel seeds powder. Mix it well, lower the heat, and toss in your potatoes. Mix it well, and your potato fry is done. Season with some cilantro if you have to. So for our eggs, we have 4 eggs. I have some ginger, bell pepper, 2 different colors, onion, cilantro, and green chilies. And the green chilies, if you don't want it too spicy, you can remove all the seeds. I have a pan going. Instead of making the omelet, I thought I'll just do an easy version of doing a scrambled egg. This is a typical Indian style eggs. We're going to add about 2 teaspoons of oil or more. You could use any oil. I'm using olive oil today. So let's start by adding our onions. bell peppers, our ginger, green chili. Let it all cook together, and in the end we'll add cilantro and add whisked eggs. Beat your eggs well, and I'm gonna add my masala, breakfast masala, and cook it all up. Let's go ahead and stir it well. Some of the cilantro got in, but that's okay. Saute it well till a nice, all the color comes in and it's nice and wilted. My masala has the salt, so I'm not going to add anything right now. I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of my masala. The breakfast masala has one teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. You can add less also if you want. And mix it all and keep it in a box. So morning you get your immune booster and your flavor in your eggs. Instead of just plain pepper and salt, you can go this route. I just use plain pepper and salt for this recipe because we have green chilies also to add the heat. So definitely do what you like. This is almost coming together. Let's go ahead and whisk our eggs. You could add a little bit of water if you want to make a fluffy egg, about 2 tablespoons. So this is all set. Once my veggies are done, we're going to add the eggs into the mixture and make a nice scramble. Let's go ahead and add about half a teaspoon of our breakfast masala. And once that is mixed in, we'll add our eggs and we are done. Let's go ahead and add our eggs. We're making a scramble. Initially I thought I would do an omelet, but this is an easier version, especially with your lemon rice. 1 pot dish, you're done. Saves you time and trouble and less oil. You're not wasting oil putting around an omelette. This is all done. Time wise, this is more efficient. Alright, we'll just wait for it to come together and we should be good. And we should be ready to platter. We're going to add our rest of the cilantro and turn off and get plating.